Hey guys, this is going to be my January wrap-up and February TBR, where I go through the books that I read in January really quickly and tell you what I thought of them, and then go through the books that I plan to read in February. I read 5 books in January, which is pretty much my average, so I'm not really surprised. First book that I finished in January was on my Kindle. It was Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahame, I believe is the last name. I gave that book 3 out of 5 stars. I did like it. I just feel like it was one of those things that wasn't entirely my thing, so I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Then I read Shadow, Bright and Burning by Jessica Cluess, something like that. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I did really like it, but also had some somewhat large problems with it, but I already did both a video review and a written review of this book because I had so many thoughts about it, so I won't go on about that for it. Then I read The Souls of Black Folk by W.E.B. Du Bois, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars as well. And then I read Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Art of the Animated Series by Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko, who are the 2 co-creators of Avatar. Like I said in last month's TBR, Avatar is my favorite TV show of all time. I have wanted this book for 6 years since it came out, and I'm so glad I finally read it. It's so cool. I love reading about how the show was made. I love things like that, like books on how movies are made, so I really liked getting to read that in this book. Then immediately after that I read The Legend of Korra, Book 1 Air, the Art of the Animated Series. For Korra they did 1 for each season, and I loved how that let them go more in depth for each episode. And I loved this as much as the Avatar one, and I really wish that there was 1 for each season of Avatar. But those are all the books that I read in January. So on to the books that I plan to read in February. Right now I'm reading 2 different books. So I'm rereading Victoria and the Rogue by Meg Cabot, which I'm about that far in. I'd forgotten how obnoxious the main character is in this book, but I'm not necessarily counting that against it either. And then I'm still reading the Norton Anthology of Theory and Criticism. I am this far, so again, we'll probably be reading that for a really long time. And then the only other books that I'm including in my TBR this month are the other 3 Korra Art of the Animated Series books, which are really heavy to hold up together. I want to get through these this month, which should be pretty easy since they are more art than reading, so they shouldn't take that long to read, and I should be able to do that pretty easily this month and hopefully read more, but I'm still